Howdly doodly racerinos, Tambo here and welcome to another GT Sport daily race video. This week's daily races for race B have taken us to Autodrome Lago Maggiore GP, where I have poled in first position, which doesn't happen too damn often. The last time I did was in a manufacturer race, which I held the lead and won. I've been in a bit of a slump of late after a good race in the Manufacturers Cup with a second place in Sardegna a week ago. The last Sunday night races I had a shocker. It'd been a rough couple of days at work and I came last in both races. And then the next day trying to jump into some daily racing and just spent the whole time getting rammed by cars. Partly my fault, but also just some dick right racing. So this one was just a bit more of a confidence booster for me, and racing it in my favourite McLaren, the F1 GTR BMW 95, which is just a fun slidey car to drive around. So yeah, I really enjoy this track. So I'd love to have seen a bit closer racing, but hey, if you're in the lead and you get a bit of a gap, you take it, don't you? You're not going to slow down. So I'm interested to see what sort of action happens behind, which is always good when you watch these dynamic TV style replays to see what sort of crazy shit happens in the background. But I love these fast corners here. They're a lot of fun. You can cut in deep into them. But if you cut that one a little too wide, you end up well over that line. But it gives you a good position to get into these guys here. Oh, it's the BMW, another one of my favorite cars, the M6. Fantastic car. Oh, he punts the cone, punching cones out into the dirt. So at this point, the fourth place car there's a penalty, but at this point the other guys aren't too far behind me. The M6 is just such a great car. I think I'm going to take it for a spin on this track during the daily races. I think it'll be a good time. Still held that position okay. The BMW, the first four cars aren't that far behind me. I'm interested to see what happens and how I get such an extensive lead in this race. Because I did make a fair few errors and I'm still feeling that I'm not up to where I want to be again in racing. With the slump I was in, with a bunch of last places and just terrible racing that I got, I was booted back to a C rating. So, you know, it sucks when you get into a slump in any sort of sport, and this is my redemption race at the moment, and hopefully restore a bit of confidence ready for Wednesday night's manufacturer round. I think my best lap was around a 1:59.662, I think it was. I think I could still push a better time out. I'm definitely going to try. I might see if I can do it in the BMW. I think the S-Raider drives like top 10 rankings for Oceania regions were around the 154 to 155s. So if I can get within 4 to 5 seconds of the top rated guys, I'm generally pretty happy. I do love the tight twisting corners on this track. I think they're a lot of fun when you get them right, even though I got them wrong most of the time in this race. I still like I still like it when you nail them. Like this corner here is great. Cut in wide, third gear, punch out as hard as you can. Then into fourth gear. Get your speed up, ready, punch it down into third and try and cut in. Yeah, it's a great set of turns, really well designed. See, by this point, I've put a few seconds on the BMW behind me. And for the final lap, I do slow it up a little bit because I am legendary for fucking it up on the last lap by pushing too hard when I shouldn't. So I start to take it a bit easier now, and for the final lap, and the BMW does start to gain a little bit. He was pushing pretty hard, I'd say, to catch up to me, but it's just a two-man race, really. Looks like, see, I fucked up a little bit there, but so did the BMW. So, and I know exactly how that BMW handles on those tight corners, not too well, like that. If you throttle out pretty heavy on that M6, the back end likes to step out quite easily. Which was a real hindrance when I first started driving that car in last season of the manufacturer series when I was driving with the BMWs. It would step out a lot and I was spinning out a lot and it was getting a bit frustrating, but after I started to get the feel and get the throttle control right, that M6 coming out of corners, if you don't spin those wheels, you can absolutely fly out of corners in that thing. But still, I love this McLaren F1 GTR. That's still probably one of my favourite cars in GT Sport. So coming down into the Valley Turn. I don't know what it's actually called, but I always call it the Valley Turn. It's pretty awesome. You just jack it down to third gear, cut it. See, I slowed up a fair bit there because it was one of those corners where I thought I may go wide if I push a little too hard, but it's yeah, it's kept me with the distance in front of that M6. So for the final lap, and then we're almost there. So with the slump that I've been in for the last sort of 8 to 10 races that have dropped me out of the B rating I worked so hard to get, I'm stoked to sort of hopefully be out of a slump here and a bit more confidence in my racing, getting ready for the next round on Wednesday night of the manufacturer series. So I'm going to try over the next couple of nights to get my B rating back, ready for racing on Wednesday. So that's it. Not the most exciting of races, but like I said, it was more of a confidence thing, and I really like this track, and I think it was a good choice for the daily race. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Leave a comment if you like and subscribe if you want to. If you want to see more GT Sport videos of my adventures to hopefully one day get an A rating, who knows where that'll end up. But thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one.